Thank you for joining us for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more Pathfinder RPG goodness. This time we have Flip Tiles, Urban Starter Set. Contains 42 full color map tiles, wet, dry, and permanent markers erased from the tiles. Brought to you by our great friends at Pazio. A city bustling with adventure. Meet the perfect tool for urban adventure. Next time your players are ready to spend a few days in town, they won't have to wait for you to draw every building, rooftop, and room. Pathfinder Flip Tiles Urban Starter Set provides beautifully illustrated 6x6 map tiles that can be used to construct a never-ending cityscape full of merchants and thieves. Inside you'll find 42 richly crafted double-sided map tiles and 6 tab dividers to keep them organized. This starter set is only the first step. Flip tile expansion sets allow you to expand your city both in size and with nearly endless variety. So stop your sketching and start your flipping today. The urban starter set includes city gate, city streets, city walls, large buildings, rooftops, and statues. Just one of the many urban layouts you can build with this set. Each double-sided tile makes changing the scene as easy as flipping a tile. Of course, this is for Pathfinder, their role-playing game, brought to you by Pazio. I have some pictures of some of the stuff you'll find inside. And as always, if you have questions about this product, you can always go to pazio.com/maps. And this was released in 2018. And of course, the price, retail value, is $34.99. So let us crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. So we'll start off with the dividers. Again, it says right at the bottom, Pathfinder Flip Tiles. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. Again, same on the front and back. And again, if you want to put these wall pieces in here and you want to put some other stuff on the other side, that's what you use this for. That's what you use dividers for, to separate things out. So let's get to these tiles. As you know, I always bend them up just a little bit. This way they don't get stuck together as easily. So that's your first tile. Starts off hitting hard. These are great. Got your walkway in. Got your 2 rooms. Got some grass. Flip that over. Yeah. So I would start the tile this way as you're walking into the city here. You choose which room you want to go into. Boom, I want to go into this one. Flip it right over. Boom, you're right there. There's your doorway. Come right in and access it. Very, very cool. So if we have some adventurers that are heading, if we have some adventurers who are heading into town, let's put one guy there. Boom. Put him there. Another guy walking in with them. Boom. If you're using for, rather than using it for Pathfinder, you want to use it for Starfinder. Boom, use there also. And it's as easy as this to add these on. Again, that's the outside wall, the inside, some of the housing. You flip it like this, it's as easy as doing it that way. Put it right on there. That's a little tricky. Put it right there. You could have a monster that's waiting. So you enter that first room. Boom, you got a monster waiting inside there for him. We got some loot over here. That's just basically an example of how you use your flip tiles right there. That's how you do it. Again, all the figures are not included in the box set, Urban Starter Set. These are just used for example purposes, so you guys see what it would look like, the tiles on the table with a couple figures on them. They're for demonstration purposes only. So again, you got this tile here. So if you want to do it this way, that's the entrance to the city, put it like that. You do it that way. Again, with map tiles, what's cool about them is that there is no right or wrong way to use them. It's totally 100% up to you. Again, I love it, the fact that you have the roofs and you flip it over, you got the actual buildings themselves, which is really, really cool. Another great thing about the map tiles, if you go in every corner of the tile, it'll have something in here like a URO. That'll tell you what set this is for. So it's for the Urban Starter Set right there. So if you combine this, let's say, with the Fortress Starter Set or the Wilderness Starter Set or any of the other sets that are out there, and all the other expansions that they have of flip tiles, you know, if they're all on the table, set up, people want to help you clean them up, we just go, hey, all the UROs, they all go in one pile. And all the whatever other letters are, they go in a different pile. So that's really helpful too. There you go. Street again with the big, you have the buildings that you go into right away. These are just the roofs. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Really digging the set here. Again, as I say, for any flip tiles, these can be used, of course, they can be used for Pathfinder, but they can also be used for Starfinder, or be used for Star Trek the role-playing game, or Blade Runner, or Shadowrun, or Alien, whatever you want to use them for, you can use them for. You know, flip tiles, you can use them for anything, even if you want to create your own, you know, create your own 28mm miniature-based game. You know, you want to use these for WizKids, HeroClix. You can use it for that too. Whatever you want to use them for. That's the great thing about the tiles. Again, you gotta love it with the roofs and inside the buildings. You've got the doorways here coming through. It's awesome. As I said, I've used many times, and I keep going back and back to it because, again, it just makes things so much easier. You know, you go to a friend's house, you want to have a quick game, you throw the tiles down, you got to adventure. You know, the adventure starts immediately as soon as you put the figures on the. You don't even have to. You could use squares, you could use paper miniatures, you can use no miniatures, you could use, you know, have the old from another board game. You could put little pegs up there that you want to use for figures instead. You know, use whatever you want. But the tiles make the city so much easier than having to draw out every little thing. That's why map tiles are the way to go, at least for me, the way I feel about it. And even if you have lots of terrain pieces, you put the terrain pieces, house here, house here, house here, house here. You still get your walkway there. You just put the houses, your own houses, right in there. You do it that way. And when they go in, you remove the terrain piece from it, so you know exactly where it is. You know, it's totally up to you how you want to do it. There you go. Again, beautiful artwork on each piece. Vibrant, colorful. Really just sets themselves apart. As you guys know, if you've been watching any of my other unboxing videos, huge Pazio fan. I've spent much money. They don't pay me to do these unboxings. They don't give me anything for free. I don't ask anything for free for them. You know, I picked these up over time, but I think they're such quality product that, again, it's one of these things that I say highly recommend to anybody who's into our thing, our role-playing games, or into miniature games, or any of that stuff. Like, these are perfect for all those things. And like I say, yeah, they're made for Pathfinder, but again, you could use them for Starfinder, you could use for any other RPG that's out there, or any other miniature-based game. So, you know, like I said, you go to a friend's house, want to get a game rolling, throw your tiles on the table and say, all right, here's the adventure, let me set it up for you. And boom, you're ready to rock and roll already. All the expansions, all the other other tile sets that are available from Pazio, you can use all of them with these. You know, this is just for the urban starter set, but again, you could use any one of them. You could use stuff for the fortress, stuff for the wilderness, stuff for the sewers. You can do all that stuff. Use all the map tiles together. One big room, yep. Big house, yep. Again, easy enough. Again, using this again for demonstration purposes only. Heading on into the building. Boop, through the doorway. You see a chest there. You see a creature that's protecting it. He's going to go in there and fight it. I mean, looks great. You know what I'm saying? Looks just as cool. Just, you know, to me, it just enhances it. Just enhances the game just a little more. Again, if you want to use one of the, instead of using regular figures, you want to use standees instead. Look just as cool. There. I use, like I said, I've used flip tiles all the time in all my games, so I'm a huge fan of these. That's really cool. There. A statue. Another statue. Looks like a fountain on the other side. Got more walls. Room inside. And there you go. And that is every tile that's included in this unboxing of Pathfinder Flip Tiles. Urban Starter Set contains 42 full color map tiles, wet, dry, and permanent markers erased from the tiles, brought to you by our great friends over at Pazio. As always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could always give us a thumbs up. You could always leave a comment below as well. You can also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release any new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well. Enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.